G'day, I'm Brad Pettit and welcome to the first edition for 2017 of From the Council Chambers. The Freo Alternative is a consultation that the City of Fremantle has been doing on small housing. In fact, it's called Big Thinking on Small Housing. And this follows on from the very successful scheme amendment we did a few years ago around the Small Dwelling Scheme Amendment, or Granny Flats Without Grannies. That's been really good. And this is the next stage of thinking around that, is how do we get more affordable and diverse housing into Fremantle? So we have a report back to Council this month, following on from the community engagement process that we've been running over the last 6 months or so, and which has included some really great community engagement, including a dialogue cafe that I know many of you came to the town hall and were part of, some focus groups, as well as some interactive sessions around to capture your thinking around how we can actually get better, more diverse housing into Fremantle. So what the next stage on this one is, the council signed off on the community consultation report. We'll take that really great feedback that we got from you, and that will be fed into the next part of this, which is a report to the planning committee around how we can change our planning scheme and our planning policies to capture these ideas and get better, more diverse and more affordable housing into Freo. The council considered a report on a new reconciliation action plan for the City of Fremantle. This follows on from our Aboriginal engagement strategy that we signed off on late last year, and of course follows on from, I think, what many of you agree was the really amazing One Day in Fremantle Festival, including the really powerful smoking ceremony that happened in Fremantle just a few days ago on January the 28th. So Council agreed that we will do a new reconciliation action plan. We'll go out to our Aboriginal community and engage with them around actually how we can work together around furthering reconciliation in our community. King Square was a big item on the agenda. What we looked at on this was actually the new designs for the replacement for the refurbished Myer building, and also the new building that's going to go on the Queensgate, I should say, cinema site. These plans will ultimately be the decision of the Joint Development Assessment Panel in next week or two. But Council looked at these and debated the merits of what's going to be a really transformative project for these two buildings. Includes cinemas in the basement, a new walkway cut between the two buildings, and some really good urban design that sits around the buildings as well. As you can see from the images, this is going to be strikingly different and far better than the current buildings that exist in King Square, and will complement perfectly the City of Fremantle's new civic building that will sit in the civic triangle. Thanks for watching From the Council Chambers. For the full agenda and minutes, please go to fremantle.wa.gov.au/agendas.